afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to C103 and Good Guys Radio TV Sports Special Presentation. Oh, unusual time, unusual day. It's just everything's unusual right now. It's a very abbreviated version of Between the Baselines, brought to you by Ron Lynch, financial advisor at Edward Jones Investments. I'm Don Bowles, along with Mr. Brandon Rigdon, our producer-director of Good Guys Radio TV and our radio broadcast as well. We are at Whiteoak High School. The game was supposed to be at Lynchburg. Well, you guys probably all know it's been raining all day, all night. Last odd. Who wants to hear this? So the game has been moved 2 or 3 times. Well, finally we've moved it here to Whiteoak, and instead of starting at 5, we're starting at 5:30. But we're going to play baseball. It's good stuff. Now let me give you the lineups for both of these ball clubs, the Magulac Tire Service lineups as we have them. As for the Whiteoak Wildcats, the visitors on the scoreboard. Leading things off will be number 11, Josiah Burns, the center fielder. The shortstop, Braden West, will wear number 12 and bat second. Batting third is Cole Wells, the pitcher. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Christian Flowers. In the fifth spot, Quinn Wells, the third baseman. The designated hitter, Tanner Roberts, will bat in the sixth spot. Batting seventh, Trevor Niehaus, the right fielder. Batting eighth, Elam Faust, the catcher. And the left fielder, Cody Bell, will bat ninth. And playing second base will be Asher Faust. Also playing tonight, number 2, Ryan Credit. Number 3, Eric Slack. Number 4, Max Baker. 19, Caden Faust. Number 33, Christian Beachy. Number 34, Harley Lewis. Number 44, Caden Boone. Number 50, Austin Bell. And number 99, Jake Hordry. Now, for the Whiteoak Wildcats, that was the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. I think I told you it was Whiteoak. We're trying to get things going quickly here. Whiteoak, it'll be... for Whiteoak, leading things off, it'll be Xander Rhodes, the shortstop. Jonah Michael will bat second and play third base. Playing first base and batting third will be Jason Applegate. Caden Butler will play center field. Jacob Kiley will be the designated hitter and bat fourth. Abe Flater, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Isaiah Clift, the pitcher, will bat sixth. Christian Height, the catcher, bats seventh. Wyatt Ruark, the right fielder, bats eighth. And batting ninth, Jacob Gibson, the left fielder. So it'll be Xander Rhodes, Michael, Applegate, Kiley, Flater, Clift, Height, Ruark, and Gibson in that order. Our first batter is standing in. Pitching tonight for Lynchburg Clay will be Cole Wells, and the first pitch is foul back for strike 1. And check that. That's strike 2 already. No balls and 2 strikes. As Rhodes comes to the plate, leading things off with a .306 batting average, and that next pitch is on the inside, ball 1. So it'll go 1 ball and 2 strikes for the Whiteoak Wildcats. And yes, we are at Whiteoak, but since this was supposed to be a Lynchburg Clay home game, we will treat it as that, even though we are at Lynchburg Clay. And now the count goes even at 2-2. So it means that Whiteoak will bat first and take the field in the bottom half, and Lynchburg Clay will treat it as a home game. They will take the field here in the first half of the inning and bat in the second half. Count goes full at 3-2 now. Rhodes steps back in. That's pop foul back behind us, and the count remains full at 3-2. Cole Wells, what a pitching year he's having. He's pitched in 6 games, 30 2/3 innings. His record is 6-0. He has struck out 63. He's had 4 shutouts with a .391 whip and a 0.00 ERA as they foul back another pitch, and it'll remain 3-2. And by the way, that was our Magulac Tire Service lineup report. And of course, Between the Baselines, brought to our Ron Lynch, as we abbreviated that. And that's a little line shot into left field for a base hit. And it'll drop in this deep grass out here, and Rhodes will be safe at first with the first hit of the ball game. He'll have a single to left field. And that'll bring Jonah Michael, the third baseman, to the plate. Now, when I talk about deep grass, this is gorgeous, beautiful grass. But since it's been so wet, it is even a little longer. It's always lush here, but it's even longer than usual. So balls, if they hit the grass, they are going to die. Wells, a right-handed pitcher, pitching now against Jonah Michael, the left-handed batter. And the first pitch is in, called strike 1. Jonah Michael, a .342 batter on the season, stands in with a runner on first base. Rhodes goes, the pitch is in. The throw down to second base, the runner is safe. So credit Rhodes with a stolen base now. Jonah Michael takes a ball high. The count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Behind the plate, Tim Starkey. On the base pads, Tim Slater. The umpires of record tonight. Lynchburg Clay undefeated on the season in league play. They're trying to win that goal baseball. Whiteoak in second place in Division II. So this is two really, really good ball clubs. And that's a pop fly foul out of play down the first baseline. Now we'll go 1 and 2. On deck, by the way, the first baseman, Jason Applegate. Lynchburg, a fairly senior-laden ball club. Whiteoak, on the other hand, with only 3 seniors. And that pitch is called strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game, first out of the inning. That'll bring Jason Applegate, the first baseman, to the plate. Jason, a .297 batter. Runner on second base, Xander Rhodes. For Lynchburg Clay, it's Cole Wells on the mound, Elon Faust catching, Christian Flowers at first, Asher Faust at second. The third baseman, Quinn Wells, the shortstop, Braden West. In left field, Cody Bell. Center field, Josiah Burns. And right field, Trevor Niehaus. And the runner goes. The pitch gets away from Faust, and the runner will advance. So now you'll have the first run of the ball game only 90 feet away. The count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike on Jason Applegate. The on-deck batter, Jacob Kiley, for the Whiteoak Wildcats. And again, the pitch, and that's foul back behind again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The crowd, surprisingly pretty good size, considering that we've switched this game around at least 3 times on schedules and then locations tonight. So pretty loyal fans for both Whiteoak and Lynchburg Clay, following the teams all over trying to figure out where we're going to play. Swing and a miss, and he chases it for strikeout number 2 in the second out of the inning. Jacob Kiley, the designated hitter, comes to the plate now. Jacob with 3 RBIs on the season, a chance here to extend that number. And that pitch is out for a ball 1. Cole Wells probably the quickest pitcher in the league as far as speed. And swing and a miss, he blew a fastball right by him about chest high. 1 ball, 1 strike. With Kiley at the plate, that puts Flater on the on-deck circle for the Whiteoak Wildcats. If you're listening to us on C103, and that pitch, swing and a miss. He chased another fastball, this one down and out. Thanks to First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky, or online at fsb4me.com. It's a ground ball. Braden West will play it. He'll throw it to first. That'll end the inning. That's 3 up, 3 down. They strand 1, and we'll be back. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Lynchburg Clay bats. No score in our ball game here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Goodbye winter, hello spring. Longer days brings extra time to come to Jerry Haig Motors and look at our inventory of new Chevrolets and a great selection of local trades. Truck Month is back with 2.9 APR financing for up to 72 months on selected 25 Silverado 1500s to well-qualified buyers. At Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, we want your trade and will offer top trade allowance. No gimmicks or tricks. I'm Steve Haig and I want your business.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Lynchburg Clay will bat here in a scoreless ball game. On the mound now for Whiteoak, it's Isaiah Clift, and the first pitch is in and called strike one. Isaiah Clift on the mound. Christian Height behind the plate. Jason Applegate is at first base. Abe Flater's the second baseman. Jonah Michael is at third. That pitch is down for a ball, so we'll go 1-1. The shortstop is Xander Rhodes. In left field, Jacob Gibson. And in center field, Jaden Butler. And in right field, it'll be Wyatt Ruark. And now the count, 2 balls and 1 strike on Josiah Burns. It'll be Josiah Burns, Braden West, Cole Wells, and Christian Flowers in that order for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. And that pitch is called strike 2 to even the count at 2-2. Josiah Burns, the leadoff batter for the Mustangs. They are 16-2 on the season, 12-0 in league play. It's a hard shot up the center field, up the middle of the field, and it'll be in for a base hit. And again, that one went right over second base, and as soon as it hit, it died completely. So that's going to create a real quandary for the outfield, because if you play in to protect against an extra base ground ball, what do you do about that fly ball? So it's going to be real interesting to see how this works. So Burns on first, nobody out. Braden West stands in. West, a .364 batter for the Mustangs. Cliff throws over to first base. The runner's back. Thank you to our season sponsors, including Barber Napa Auto Parts in Peebles and Hillsboro. Stop by Barber to keep your vehicle running in top shape this summer. West, a right-handed batter. Clift, a left-handed pitcher. The pitch again. And 2 balls, no strikes now as he misses on the outside. Cole Wells, the Mustangs pitcher, on the other side, is in the on-deck circle for the Mustangs. And the pitch is ball 3 down on the outside. West, a .364 batter and a .556 on-base percentage. This is quite a potent Lynchburg Clay lineup. It's tough to pitch around 9 as he shows bunt. He pulls it back, and instead they'll call strike 1. West thought he had a walk there. Instead, he'll stand back in. And the pitch again. And that's called strike 2 to run the count full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's time for that Higgins scoreboard update, as it's a little pop fly out of play down the first baseline. Will remain 3-2. Higgins scoreboard update brought to you by Higgins Steel Roofing, providing professional materials to professional customers. What's the score? Well, we have no score. It's 0-0. And we also want to thank Baxla Tractor Sales in Seaman and Batavia. They're your local dealer for Kubota, Land Pride, Exmark, and more. Make sure you check it all out. Clift looks at the runner and the pitch. And it's a little pop fly again, foul out of play down the first baseline. And again, the count remains 3-2. Whiteoak comes into the game. They're 9-5 and 6-3. They're in second place in Division II behind Manchester. Lynchburg Clay, whether they get the goal ball or not, is still in contention as the runner goes, and it's a little line shot into left field. It's a gapper. It'll go right between the left fielder and center fielder. The left fielder bobbles the ball, rounding third, coming home for the first score of the ball game is Burns. The ball gets away in the infield. but West will hold at second with a stand-up double and an RBI, and Lynchburg Clay takes a 1-0 lead. That'll bring Cole Wells, the pitcher, to the plate. And that ball's a perfect example of what I said. It dropped, and when it dropped, it stopped. There is no bounce out there in that outfield. When it goes down, it's coming to a screeching halt. Cole Wells, a right-handed batter. And that pitch is called strike one. Wells, now listen to these numbers, a .659 batting average with a .771 on-base percentage. Right-handed batter pulls that left foot back over toward third base to open that stance up, and he jumps all over the second pitch, drives into left field, and the left fielder this time playing in. Gibson plays it on one hop, and safe at first as well with a single to left field, and safe at third is Braden West. That'll put runners on the corner for Christian Flowers, the first baseman, to come to the plate. Flowers, a .370 batter, a right-handed batter. Pretty upright stance as that pitch is high for a ball. Just a slight bend at the knees. And once again, Cliff taking his time. Swing and a miss. He chased one down. Strike one. Whiteoak yet to record an out here in this first inning. They sure could use one right now. On deck, Quinn Wells, the freshman third baseman, and that's a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Michael will play it. He goes to second for one. They're going to come home and try to get the runner. And they do not, as the catcher, Height, cannot hang on to it, and the run scores. So West scores. Wells is forced at second for the first out. And that'll put Christian Flowers at first with an RBI. As he reaches on a fielder's choice, and now with one down and a runner at first, the score 2-0. Quinn Wells, as I said, the freshman third baseman, will come to the plate. Right-handed batter, and the pitch is out. The catcher will have to chase it back. But as you've often heard me say when we do ball games here at Whiteoak, not a lot of room behind home plate here. So if it gets past the catcher, it better get way past the catcher if you want to make any moves, especially if you think about coming home. And that pitch is called for a strike. 1-1 now. Runner on first base. Burns and West have already scored. Swing and a miss. He chased one down on the outside. Good-looking pitch by Clift. And it makes the count 1-2 strikes now. And the pitch again, and it's a shot to the second baseman. Flater will play it. He'll go to first to get the out. Flowers moves over to second. As Wells is out, and that'll bring Tanner Roberts, the DH, to the plate. Now with two down and a runner on second base, Roberts, a .436 batter, the .586 on-base percentage. And again, the pitch, and that's a good-looking pitch. Looked like a curveball on the outside, strike one. No balls and one strike. We're in the first inning if you're just joining, so you're used to joining us earlier than this. Well, we started late. We did not get started till 5:30 tonight due to rain. This game was supposed to have been played at Lynchburg Clay. We moved it here to Whiteoak. Again, Roberts in. And again, pretty upright stance. Most of these Lynchburg Clay players, and that's called strike two. you'll see a lot of the kids at this age with a deep knee bend. And I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but you'll see a lot of them that been way down, and that does squeeze the strike zone. And it's a little nubber off the left side of the plate for a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. That beautiful American flag out there, dead center field, blowing from left to right. Not a high breeze. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. He'll glove it. He'll take a couple steps, throw it to first base for the out. But not before Lynchburg Clay scores 2. They take a 2-0 lead. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit southernhillscommunitybank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Dadgummit.
Hey, honey, have you called Roberts Paving about coming out to fix these potholes in our road yet?
No, not yet. Why do you ask? Dadgummit.
Oh, no reason.
Roberts Paving Incorporated in Hillsboro, offering commercial and residential asphalt paving in Southwest Ohio. Roadways, parking lots, driveways, asphalt seal coating. Roberts Paving does it all. Call today at 937-442-5595. Roberts Paving says good luck to all of our SHAC teams this year.
Dadgummit.
Real estate is and always will be local business. Local agents know your local market. We know what local homes are selling for. We know the landscape. We live here. We work here. We know here. Max sells real estate.
Are you looking for the best tires in Ohio? Welcome to Chuck Waite Tire, located at 21 East Main Street in Morristown. They are Ohio's #1 place to buy new and used tires. Whether you're commuting or just cruising along, they've got the perfect fit for your ride. Visit them online at chuckwaitetire.com or stop by and see them. They are definitely worth the drive. Chuck Waite Tire, where quality meets service. A proud supporter of SHAC baseball action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, minor technical difficulties. We missed the first out of the second inning. Abe Flater grounded to the third baseman. Wells played it to Flowers and 1 down. That'll bring Isaiah Clift, the pitcher, to the plate. Isaiah, left-handed batter versus the right-handed pitching Wells. They're just joining us. Score 2-0, Lynchburg Clay with the lead. It'll be Flater, Clift, Height, and Ruark in that order for Whiteoak. And called strike 1, 2 balls and a strike. Probably don't have to tell you technically the struggle, as it's a little pop fly out of play down the third baseline. We'll even the count at 2-2. The weather creates huge technical issues for us, of course. Fortunately, we were able to continue with our broadcast last night of the SHAC track meet. If you missed that, man, a lot of great kids and some good racing, too. Racing and field events, and that's a foul ball down the first baseline. The count will remain 3-2. But check it out. Go to goodguysradiotv.com, goodguysradiotv.com, and you can check out the SHAC track meet. You'll see all the things that were happening last night. As we crowned a lot of winners last night, as well as the pitch. And the score now, the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch again, and it's a line shot right up the middle, almost like a fading golf swing. Sliced it just a little bit and just over the top of the shortstop's head into left field. The center fielder, Burns, actually had to come in and play it, but that'll be a base hit. Second hit of the ball game for Whiteoak. That'll put a runner at first base with Christian Height, the catcher, at the plate. right-handed batter. Height a 200 average, and the pitch is in for a strike right down the center of the court. You can bet height court. Right down the center. I'm thinking basketball. Right down the center of the plate. As again the strike and the pitch outside, and they throw down to second base, but the runner will be safe. So Clift is safe on a stolen base. Height, that evens the count 1-1 now. Get rolling before each game with the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. Remember, Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs. On the road or on the farm, either one. Counting out 2 balls and a strike on Christian Height. Cole Wells on the mound. Behind the plate, Elam Faust. At first base, Christian Flowers. Asher Faust is the second baseman. Quinn Wells is at third. Braden West at shortstop. Cody Bell in left. Josiah Burns in center. And Trevor Niehaus in right. The count 3-1. As Wells taking his time. He usually works pretty quick, and a swing and a miss runs the count full at 3-2 now. As Wyatt Ruark, the right fielder, waits on deck. Schedule is all continuing to change. If you had not heard, and I don't think there's been an official announcement, as I'll finish that, we were to have had that pitch is out for a ball, and he walks him. Now we'll have runners at first and second. Wyatt Ruark, the right fielder, will stand in. Wyatt, a 182 batting average. Has 5 RBIs on the season. Opportunity knocks. But the West Union Athletic Department announced that West Union will be canceling the balance of their baseball season. So the game that we had scheduled to have broadcast on Friday will not happen. That was to have been West Union at Peebles. The first thing we heard was they were moving it. It was to be at West Union. Then, of course, it's been moved. It was moved from May 8th. And then we heard it was going to be at Peebles. It's a fly ball to center field. Burns is over. He'll make the play. The runners will hold. They will not have time to tag. Nice throw in by Burns. And now there's 2 down. But again, because of an inadequate number of players, West Union will not be completing the season, nor will they be participating in the Ohio High School Athletic Association baseball tournament. So we hope they can get it all together and come back next year. So we have only 9 teams that will finish the season in the SHAC. And the pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Jacob Gibson, the left fielder. And the pitch on the outside, that time, ball 1. Gibson, a freshman, it's only his 9th time at bat on the season. Stands in there, a right-handed batter against one of the best pitchers in the league. Swing and a miss. Chase a fastball for strike 2. Cole Wells, as we said, a 0.00 ERA. And that's called strike 3, third out of the inning. They strand 2. We move to the bottom of the second. Lynchburg Clay Bats leading 2-0. We're back after this on C103.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Barber Auto Parts has stores located in Portsmouth, Chillicothe, Hillsboro, and a new location in Peebles, as well as paint specialty store in Ashland, Kentucky. Barber Auto Parts is a part of Napa Auto Parts Distribution Network and are your source for top quality parts backed by Napa's North America warranty. They offer a full line of passenger car and light truck parts, heavy-duty truck parts, chemicals, lubricants, along with much, much more. Be sure to stop by your local Barber Auto Parts store near you.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Lynchburg Clay will bat leading 2-0. They'll send Trevor Niehaus, Elam Faust, Cody Bell to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. Out there on the mound, Isaiah Clift. Isaiah's already struck out 2, given up 3 hits and 2 earned runs. They stranded 1. Clift on the mound. Christian Height is behind the plate. Jason Applegate is at first. Abe Flater is the second baseman. As it's a little line shot, a little blooper actually to right field. That'll drop. As the right fielder will come over and he'll play it as safe at first as Trevor Niehaus with a single to right field. And that will bring Elam Faust, the catcher, to the plate. Jonah Michaels at third base. Xander Rhodes is the shortstop. In left field, Jacob Gibson. In center field, Jaden Butler. And in right field, Wyatt Ruark. And Faust shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. And I'm trying desperately not to complain. As a little bunt down in front of the plate, the pitcher will play it. He'll throw it to first. The runner is safe. Everybody's safe. So with a little bunt single, Elam Faust is safe at first base. And Lynchburg Clay has runners at first and second. Nice looking little bunt, especially in this deep grass. Now with runners on first and second, the number 9 hitter, Cody Bell, will come to the plate. Cody, a .395 average, yes, and he shows bunt, and that was a foul ball. But yes, you heard me correctly. The number 9 hitter has batted 43 times, has a .591 on base percentage and a .395 batting average. Right-handed batter, again, pretty upright stance. Pulls that left foot just back a little bit. And the pitcher throws back to second base. Niehaus is back pretty easily. On deck, we'll flip the order. Josiah Burns, the leadoff batter, will be up next. No outs here in the second inning. Runners on first and second. He shows bunt again. He drops it right in front of the plate. Nice little bunt. Catcher plays it, throws it over, pulls the first baseman off the bag. And Jason Applegate actually did a very nice job snagging that because that almost went past him into the right side of first base into foul territory. Instead now, we have the bases loaded. You'll have Niehaus on third, Faust on second, Bell at first. Standing in will be Josiah Burns for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. And the Mustangs taking advantage of this deep grass here. And first pitch is in, call ball 1. Burns, as I said earlier, a .396 batter. He has 11 RBIs on the season as he hit a single to center field and scored in that first inning, and he jumps all over that pitch. It's a fly ball to right field. Ruark is over. He'll make the play. The runner at third will tag and score, as the runner at first at tag will tag and move over to second. So 1 run is in. Credit Burns with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. That's the first out of her inning, as now the Mustangs take a 3-0 lead. As I said, Faust moves over to third, Bell to second. So runners on second and third. One down, Braden West stands in, and he hits a grounder outside the third base bag for a foul ball. No balls and a strike. Now, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. We'll be back here at Whiteoak. It'll be Fairfield at Whiteoak. This is postponed from May 1st, then to May 12th, and now it's booked on May 15th. And it'll be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV as that one's fouled back off the side. No balls and 2 strikes now. Talk about rivalries. What a baseball rivalry that has been through the years between Fairfield and Whiteoak. My goodness. Be interesting to know who owns the advantage as far as the records go, but they've played at least 2 times every year, and sometimes they've played 3 times, as they've played in the same division, the SHAC playing each other twice, and then would meet each other without fail the first game of the tournament, it seemed like every year. And that pitch gets past the catcher, and coming in from third to score will be Faust, as moving over to third will be Bell, and the Mustangs score another run. And as I said, you've got to be confident as Faust was running on the pitch, so now you'll have the score 4-0. Bell at third. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Braden West. West stands back in. Clift again the pitch. Misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now these 2 teams will not see each other in tournament, as Lynchburg Clay plays in Division 5. Whiteoak plays in Division 6. And it's a little pop fly back. And check that, I should say, Lynchburg Clay actually plays in Division 7. We will also have here at Whiteoak, it seems like we missed every Whiteoak game early in the season as he walks him. That'll put runners on the corners again. But we'll be back here as well on Monday. It'll be Eastern, the Warriors here at Whiteoak on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we start our tournament run. And this Whiteoak Ball Club will host Western, the Western Latham Indians, on Thursday the 22nd. That pitch on the outside, strike 1. Lynchburg Clay, on the other hand, will start their tournament run on the 27th as they get a bye, and the runner advances on the pitch. No balls and 2 strikes now. And it's a little line shot, fair down the left field line. They're waving the runner around third base. He'll come in to score the 5th run of the ball game. And actually, two scored. I looked away to watch the play, and 2 more scored. And that'll make the score 6-0 as Cody Bell and Braden West both score on the play. That's the 3rd and 4th run scored here in the inning. And the pitch misses outside. Ball 1 to Cole Wells. Wells had a single to left field, but was forced in the first inning. Runner on first base. And check that, that's actually Flowers, as Wells is at first. And a swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They throw over to first base, and Wells is back pretty easily. There's one down. Runner on first. And Clift, as it's a foul back again. Clift has really thrown a lot of pitches here in this inning. Clift came to the ball game. He had pitched in 3 games with 24 innings pitched. His record 1-1. He struck out 37 with a 2.04 ERA. Count goes even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quinn Wells, the third baseman, on deck for the Mustangs. And it's a little line shot foul out of play down the third baseline. He gave it a bit of a ride. The count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Lynchburg Clay batting. You know, thanks to Roberts Paving in Hillsboro for being one of our season sponsors. Roberts Paving, your premier paving contractor of Southern Ohio, swinging a foul back. And again, the count remains 2-2. We also want to thank Roush Insurance Agency. They are celebrating 85 years in business. Well, that's a while. Located on the East Main Street in West Union, proud supporters of this coverage. And a ground ball to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag for the out. That'll be the second out of the inning. As on the play, Wells moves over to second. You know, 85 years in business. That's what, about 15 years younger than Bob McLean. I don't know if Bob started there or not. I don't know about that. Now, wait a minute. I should give him, Bob's not that old. It's only about 14 years longer than Bob McLean, I think. Bob was a teacher at Whiteoak for 73 years, you know. It's a line shot to the second baseman. That's the third out of the inning, but not before. The Mustangs score 4. We're back after this. They lead 6-0 here on C103.
Craving something new? Snappy is serving up 4 brand new specialty calzones. Try the Meat Deluxe, packed with sausage, pepperoni, and bacon. Or the Deluxe, loaded with a delicious mix of meat and veggies. Garden lovers, don't miss the Veggie Calzone. And for the ultimate combo, dive into the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Order now on the app or visit snappytomato.com. Snappy, where cravings meet their match.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan. That's the Magulac commitment every single day.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
So you were born, what, 1925? Is that right?
You're gone.
Oh, excuse me. Bob's trying real hard not to get mad at me now. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I apologize as we're giving Mr. Bob McLean, one of my favorite announcers up here in the press box at Whiteoak, a little bit of a hard time, as talking about him attending the grand opening of Roush Insurance. back in 1932 or whatever that works out to be. I don't know, something like that, as it's a little pop fly foul down the first baseline. Out there now for Whiteoak batting. They'll start things off as they flip the order. As Xander Rhodes is at the plate, Jonah Michael will bat second. Jason Applegate will bat third. And next pitch is fly ball into center field, and a little over-the-shoulder catch by Caden, by the center fielder, Josiah Burns. Nice-looking catch, as Lynchburg Clay has actually been playing their outfield in because of that heavy grass, I guess. And Burns was able, was able to range back and make the catch over his shoulder for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Jonah Michael to the plate. Jonah, a left-handed batter. 342 batting average. Now, he's batted 38 times with 13 runs, 13 hits, 2 doubles, and 9 RBIs. And he jumps on that one. It's a fly ball to right field. Trevor Niehaus is there. Moves over to his left just a little bit. Couple steps, makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. 2 pitches, 2 outs. That'll bring Jason Applegate, the first baseman, to the plate. Jason has batted 37 times. Now, he's had 3 doubles on 11 hits, 7 runs, 37 at bats. And first pitch is in, ball 1. If you're just joining us, I'm Don Bowles, along with Mr. Brandon Rigdon, our producer-director of Good Guys Radio TV and C103. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And again, the score is 6-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And you're wondering why we're at Whiteoak and Whiteoak is batting. Well, that's because this game was to have been played at Lynchburg Clay. We moved it over here, so they retained home ownership, so to speak. And that ball gets away from the catcher. He picks it up, throws it down to first. 3 up, 3 down. We move now to the bottom of the 3rd. Lynchburg Clay bats leading 6-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union offers convenient ways to get you well and keep you well. With our convenient online patient portal, online scheduling, no appointment necessary care, and extended hours, ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union provides primary care for all ages, advanced imaging, lab services, and physical therapy. Schedule your appointment today by calling 937-550-3657 or visit acrmc.com/clinics.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To SHAC baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To SHAC volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as already behind in the count is Tanner Roberts. He's down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Isaiah Cliff still on the mound for the Whiteoak Wildcats, swing and a miss as Isaiah records his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. That's the first out of the inning. And that will bring Trevor Niehaus, the right fielder, to the plate. Trevor is 1 for 1 And it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Xander Rhodes will play it. It's going to be a quick throw, and nice job on the part of Xander Rhodes. Good play and a good pickup by Applegate, and that's the second out of the inning. That'll bring Elam Faust, the catcher, to the plate. Elam was 1 for 1, had a bunt single, and scored a run in the second inning. We're in the third inning here at Whiteoak High School. Let's get another Higgins Steel Roofing scoreboard update. Higgins Steel Roofing brought to you by Higgins Steel Roofing in Hillsboro and Jackson. And the score, well, it is 6-0. Lynchburg Clay leading Whiteoak. One ball, no strikes as he pitches that one high and in. I chuckle because Elam Faust had to even kind of duck to get out of the way of that one. Southern Hills Community Bank with locations throughout the SHAC wants to wish our student athletes the best of luck. Southern Hills Community Bank, proud sponsors of this coverage. Two and one the count. As again the pitch. And it's a nubber back foul behind the plate. And we'll go even on the count, 2-2. On deck, Cody Bell, the left fielder for the Whiteoak Wildcats. For the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. Cody might not like me saying that he plays for Whiteoak. Lynchburg Clay, the number 1 seed in their tournament draw. That's why they were able to get the bye. As we said, they won't play until May 27th. They'll play either Eastern Meigs or Piketon. Eastern 12 seed, Piketon a 13. As I said, Whiteoak will host Western. Whiteoak a number 3 seed in Division 7 as a little nubber picked up by the catcher, throw down to first base, 3 up, 3 down. We move to the top of the 4th, and Whiteoak will bat. We're back after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Goodbye winter, hello spring. Longer days brings extra time to come to Jerry Haig Motors and look at our inventory of new Chevrolets and a great selection of local trades. Truck Month is back with 2.9 APR financing for up to 72 months on selected 25 Silverado 1500s to well-qualified buyers. At Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro, we want your trade and will offer top trade allowance. No gimmicks or tricks. I'm Steve Haig and I want your business.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be Jacob Kiley, Abe Flater, and Isaiah Clift in that order for the Whiteoak Wildcats in a ball game that they trail 6-0. As we are at Whiteoak High School, the Mustangs coming in here trying to win their 13th league game. White Oaks dug themselves a bit of a hole now. Stranger things have happened. They're only down 6-0. And in high school baseball, 6-0 sometimes can dissipate in 1 innings. I was talking to Coach Chris Veit about they lost to Fayetteville on Saturday, and that was kind of the way it was there. Fayetteville jumped on them for 5 runs in 1 inning, and basically game over. As at that point, they had scored enough to win the ball game. Swing and a miss by Jacob Kiley. That'll be strike 1. Jacob Kiley, the designated hitter, he's batted 42 times with 4 runs. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He chased another fastball. 13 hits, 3 RBIs, 1 stolen base, a .408 on base percentage. That pitch a little out, ball 1. Tried to get him to chase 1. Cole Wells, the starting pitcher on the mound, he has struck out 3. He has walked one, given up only 2 hits here in the ballgame as they stranded 3. Now, Wells has already pitched 4 shutouts this season. Foul back makes it go 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're listening to us on C103, go to our Facebook page or YouTube channel or Good Guys Radio TV, and you can watch us as a swing and a miss. And he records his 4th strikeout of the ball game, first out of the inning. That brings Isaiah Clift, the pitcher, to the plate. Abe Flater, the second baseman, to the plate. Wells on the mound, the pitch, and it's called strike 1. Flater 0 for 1, had a ground. He grounded out to the third baseman in the first inning. And that pitch is called strike 2. And very quickly, Flater behind in the count 0-2. Chuck Wade Tire, just around the corner here, is proud to support SHAC Athletics. Visit your ultimate destination for tires as little nubber out front. Play down to first base, 2 down. That'll bring Isaiah Clift, the pitcher. Isaiah had a single. Center field stole a base and was stranded in the second. One of only 2 base runners, or 3 base runners, Whiteoak has been able to get aboard. Anyway, Chuck Wade Tires. Visit your ultimate destination for tires, wheels, and more in Morristown or at chuckwade.com. And again, it's time for that Higgins scoreboard update. Higgins Steel Roofing in Jackson and Hillsboro as Clift behind in the count here, 0-2 to his counterpart Cole Wells with 2 down. Whiteoak needs to get something going here. The pitch again, and it misses down, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Christian Height, the catcher, on deck for the Whiteoak Wildcats. And that pitch is called strike 3, third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We move to the bottom of the 4th. Lynchburg Clay Bats leading 6-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit SouthernHillsCommunityBank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Dadgummit.
Hey, honey, have you called Roberts Paving about coming out to fix these potholes in our road yet?
No, not yet. Why do you ask? Dadgummit.
Oh, no reason.
Roberts Paving Incorporated in Hillsboro, offering commercial and residential asphalt paving in Southwest Ohio. Roadways, parking lots, driveways, asphalt seal coating. Roberts Paving does it all. Call today at 937-442-5595. Roberts Paving says good luck to all of our SHAC teams this year.
Dadgummit.
Real estate is and always will be local business. Local agents know your local market. We know what local homes are selling for. We know the landscape. We live here. We work here. We know here. Max sells real estate.
The Mustangs will send Cody Bell, Josiah Burns, and Braden West to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. And Cody Bell in there already count 1 ball, 1 strike as he chased a fastball on that first pitch. Bell had a little bunt single in that second inning. Big inning for Lynchburg when they scored 4 runs. That pitch misses out. We'll go 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. And now the pitch. That's foul back against the screen. And that'll even the count at 2-2. We're moving right along here. If you're just joining us, as it's a little looper past the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Nice attempt there by Flater, but just over his leaping hand into right field. Ruark gets it back in quickly, but safe at first is Elam Faust. Excuse me, Cody Bell, I should say. Cody with that single to right field. Give the devil his dues, as they say. Cody now 2 for 2 on the night. That'll bring Josiah Burns to the plate with a runner on first base, nobody gone here in the 4th inning. And that pitch high for ball 1. On deck, the number 2 batter, the shortstop, Braden West for the Mustangs. I was talking about the games Thursday night and Monday night. Well, Friday night we'll be at Eastern. So again, we're playing make-up baseball. It'll be North Adams at Eastern, postponed from the 1st, then postponed to the 12th, and now moved to the 16th, and we certainly hope we can get that in. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Josiah Burns. And the runner goes, and the throw down to second base will be late. And safe at second is Bell with a stolen base. That'll put a runner now in scoring position for Burns to stand back in. Burns, a left-handed batter against a left-handed pitching Isaiah Clift. And he hits a ground ball to the second baseman. Flater will play it. He'll play to first on the play. Cody Bell advances to third. And there'll be 1 down. That brings Braden West to the plate, we hope, as, yes, Braden stands in. Braden, the shortstop, a .364 batter. He's 1 for 1 with a walk here in the ball game already. And first pitch is in, strike 1. Had a single to center field back in the 1st inning. Drove in the first run of the ball game, and then he walked in the 2nd and scored as well. The pitch again, pitch high for a ball. 1-1. The pitcher, Cole Wells, on deck for the Mustangs. The Mustangs here in their gray uniforms, black numerals trimmed in gold. Their colors are black and gold. Whiteoak, on the other hand, they're in their gray trousers, as that one's foul back, with black jerseys. White numerals trimmed in orange. Their colors are black and orange. One and two. And a pitch outside. Ball 2. Brandon Rigdon, our producer, here in his gray t-shirt, black shorts. Just thought everybody'd be interested. Everybody checking out Brandon and his attire. 3 balls and 2 strikes. $6-0 the score. It's the Mustangs leading the Whiteoak Wildcats. Nice crowd here. They are all out here enjoying the sunshine. A lot of people here from Lynchburg Clay, a bunch here from Whiteoak. Of course, if you're not aware, probably most of you are, but if you're not, these two schools that join each other, always a big rivalry. Swing and a miss as West strikes out. It's a second strikeout of the ball game, second out of the inning now. As that now will bring Cole Wells, the pitcher, to the plate. And the pitch misses out, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Wells is 2 for 2 on the night. He came here with a .656 batting average. He's done nothing but improve that, as that's a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Michael will play it, throws it over to first, and 3 down. We move now to the top of the 5th. Whiteoak Bats trailing 6-0. We're back after this on C103.
Are you looking for the best tires in Ohio? Welcome to Chuck Waite Tire, located at 21 East Main Street in Morristown. They are Ohio's #1 place to buy new and used tires. Whether you're commuting or just cruising along, they've got the perfect fit for your ride. Visit them online at chuckwaitetire.com or stop by and see them. They are definitely worth the drive. Chuck Waite Tire, where quality meets service. A proud supporter of SHAC baseball action.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Barber Auto Parts has stores located in Portsmouth, Chillicothe, Hillsborough, and a new location in Peebles, as well as paint specialty store in Ashland, Kentucky. Barber Auto Parts is a part of Napa Auto Parts distribution network and are your source for top quality parts backed by Napa's North America warranty. They offer a full line of passenger car and light truck parts, heavy-duty truck parts, chemicals, lubricants, along with much, much more. Be sure to stop by your local Barber Auto Parts store near you.
Christian Flowers stands in for Whiteoak and is immediately behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Cole Wells still on the mound for Lynchburg Clay, and he strikes him out on 3 pitches. The ball is dropped. They'll throw it down to first base. 1 down. Boy, that was quick. And once again, it's Cole Wells on the mound. Behind the plate, Elam Faust. At first base, Christian Flowers. Asher Faust is at second. Quinn Wells is at third. Braden West is the shortstop. Cody Bell's in left. Josiah Burns in center. And Trevor Niehaus in right. And the pitch is high and out. Ball 1. And I was going to, I do perfect broadcasts if you've never heard that. Of course, a little humor there, folks, as we make lots of mistakes. 1 ball, 1 strike the count now. But I've already made a mistake on the Brandon Rigdon fashion report. Brandon not wearing black shorts. He's wearing dark blue shorts. They're so dark I thought they were black. But black is not the color. It's dark blue shorts with gray shirt. And if we have any high fashion outlets out there that would like to sponsor the Brandon Rigdon's fashion report, we could work that out. And it's called Strike 3, second strike out of the inning and second out of the inning. But if you'd like to step up and get some good advertising, we'll have the Brandon Rigdon fashion report available. Just give us a call. We'll make sure we'll take care of that. Tanner Roberts is the batter now. Tanner, the designated hitter, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Stands in to face the pitcher Cole Wells. With those 2 strikeouts, Cole has now struck out 4. Check that, make it 6, I believe it is, actually. Let me count. 1 and 2. Yes. No, that's 4. That's actually correct. As he stands in on the pitch again, swing and a miss as Wells is really dealing now. His velocity is up, and he's just blowing it right by some of these Whiteoak batters. Swing and a miss. He blows another fastball past Roberts. That makes it 2-2 now. On deck, Trevor Niehaus. And called strike 3. He strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Lynchburg Clay bats, leading 6-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Craving something new? Snappy is serving up 4 brand new specialty calzones. Try the Meat Deluxe, packed with sausage, pepperoni, and bacon, or the Deluxe, loaded with a delicious mix of meat and veggies. Garden lovers, don't miss the Veggie Calzone. And for the ultimate combo, dive into the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Order now on the app or visit snappytomato.com. Snappy, where cravings meet their match.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Maggulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Maggulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Maggulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Maggulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Maggulac commitment every single day.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, as pitch is in. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the first batter for the Mustangs, and the pitch misses outside. And the pitch again. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On Flowers, and it's a fly ball foul down the third baseline. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Quinn Wells to the plate as it's a ground ball to the pitcher. He gloves it, throws to first base. 2 down. And everybody moving kind of slow. These innings are moving quickly, and they're not having the batters out in time, as they, I guess, didn't expect it to go that quick. And swing and a miss on the part of Tanner Roberts. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. Roberts is 0 for 2 in the ball game. He was a strikeout victim in that third inning, as now the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Roberts, the DH for the Mustangs. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. Both pitchers starting to get into a groove now, as we're now in the bottom of the 5th inning. In high school baseball, of course, we play 7 innings. Pitch is high and out, ball 2. 2-2. On deck, Trevor Niehaus for the Mustangs. Head coach James Flowers down there in the dugout for the Mustangs. 3-2, the count goes full now on Roberts. As again, the pitch, that's the grounder to the first baseman. First baseman will make the play. Applegate picks it up, steps on the bag, 3 out. 3 up, 3 down. We're back after this again on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, Our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union offers convenient ways to get you well and keep you well. With our convenient online patient portal, online scheduling, no appointment necessary care, and extended hours, ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union provides primary care for all ages, advanced imaging, lab services, and physical therapy. Schedule your appointment today by calling 937-550-3657 or visit acrmc.com/clinics.
We come back, ladies and gentlemen. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Whiteoak batting. It'll be Xander Rhodes, Jonah Michael, and Jason Applegate in that order. Starting pitcher Cole Wells still out there. And the first pitch in called strike 1. Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College at sscc.edu. Thanks to Southern State sponsoring our baseball coverage. And every game before our game, join us for Between the Baselines, brought to you by Ron Lynch, financial advisor at Edward Jones Investments in Maysville. As the count now goes to 2 balls and a strike on Xander Rhodes. Rhodes is 1 for 2 as he jumps all over that one. It's a looper into left field over the shortstop's head. Left fielder will play it. Cody Bell will play it back in, but safe at first is Xander Rhodes. And that's the first base runner Whiteoak has had since back in the 2nd inning. They're yet to score a run here. As they've had 2 hits, they've walked 1. This will be the 4th base runner they've had. And that'll bring Jonah Michael, the 3rd baseman, to the plate. Jonah's 0 for 2. As it's a ground ball to the 2nd baseman. Faust will play it. He'll make the play to second, but he misses, throws the ball offline. 3rd baseman will have to play it. Everybody is safe, and that will go down as an E4. And that's, for you couch potatoes, you can, I guess you could say if you're watching on Good Guys, you say, well, the play should have gone to second. I think on a good throw, he would have gotten the runner. And instead, everybody's safe, and that'll bring Jason Applegate to the plate. Now, Applegate, a .297 batter, right-handed batter, stands in to face Wells, and a pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Thanks, John Wood Insurance, with locations in Georgetown, West Union, Peebles, and Owensville. Proud sponsors of SHAC Baseball here on your radio and on Good Guys Radio TV. And don't forget to stay tuned after the game for our Snappies Player of the Game, brought to you by Snappies in West Union and Seaman. And that pitch is in for a strike to even the count at 2-2. Runners on first and second. Jacob Kiley on deck for the Wildcats. And that's a foul back. And the count will remain 3-2. We will also have our ACRMC, Adams County Regional Medical Center, Coaches Comment Show following our ball game. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And that's called strike 3, first out of the inning. Runners remain on first and second. That brings Jacob Kiley, the DH, to the plate. Now, Jacob is 0 for 2 in the ball game. And the way Wells is pitching, Whiteoak needs to take advantage of those base runners right now. His time is running out. It's a ground ball in the hole to the left side, but back deep to play it is West. He'll make the long throw to first, and he'll get the runner as the runners move, get the batter as the runners move up. Nice play on the part of Braden West. He went deep in the hole, gloved it, turned threw it to Christian Flowers for the second out of the inning. But on the play, the runners move over. So now Whiteoak has runners on second and third with 2 down. For Abe Flater to come to the plate. Swing and a miss. He chased a fastball up for strike 1. Thanks to Max Sells Real Estate for sponsoring this coverage. Max Sells Real Estate. They live here. They work here. They know here. Call Max for real estate needs. And as usual, we do every inning. It's now again time for that Higgins Steel Roofing scoreboard update. Higgins Steel Roofing, Hillsborough and Jackson. The score is 6-0. The Mustangs leading Whiteoak. The pitch now, and a swing and a miss. Strike 2. We'll go 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tomorrow night we'll be back on the air from here at Whiteoak. It'll be Fairfield, the Lions visiting the Whiteoak Wildcats. It's a little grounder to the shortstop. He'll have to play it quick. He throws first base. They'll get the base. They'll get the batter, and that'll end the inning. As Whiteoak strands 2 on the back of an error and a base hit. And again, we move to the bottom of the 6th as the Mustangs bat leading 6-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Goodbye winter, hello spring. Longer days brings extra time to come to Jerry Haig Motors and look at our inventory of new Chevrolets and a great selection of local trades. Truck Month is back with 2.9 APR financing for up to 72 months on selected 25 Silverado 1500s to well-qualified buyers. At Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsborough, we want your trade and will offer top trade allowance. No gimmicks or tricks. I'm Steve Haig and I want your business.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
At Southern Hills Community Bank, we take great pride in building strong relationships with our customers. We're dedicated to providing the best products and services to fit your needs, like checking and savings, home and auto loans, plus ATM and debit cards, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking with mobile deposit. Visit SouthernHillsCommunityBank.com or stop by any of our 8 convenient locations. We want to be your bank. Southern Hills Community Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Customer service with a difference.
Trevor Niehaus, Elam Faust, and Cody Bell in that order, and Trevor Niehaus jumps on the first pitch and lines it to the shortstop for the first out of the inning as Xander Rhodes just reaches up with the left hand and makes a play. 1 pitch, 1 out, and now it'll bring Elam Faust to the plate. Elam is 1 for 2 on the night. He had a little bunt single to the pitcher, reached and scored a run in the second inning. Had a ground ball again in front of the plate to the catcher for an out. Was thrown out in the third inning. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes reminds you, don't tempt fate. That text can wait. Please put down the phone and drive safely. As a pitch. And it's in for a strike, even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. We also want to remind you that this and every game this season is brought to you by Peebles Monument Company. Sharing the life of a loved one isn't just important today, it's important forever. Peebles Monument Company. Boy, they've been around forever. We talk about forever. And it's a ground ball again to the shortstop. Rhodes will play it. He throws to first. Little reach for Applegate. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring Cody Bell to the plate for the Mustangs. Cody, a .395 batter, is 2 for 2 on the night already. He's had a couple of base hits. stolen base, scored once, stranded once. First pitch is in, ball one. Both starting pitchers on the mound so far. And that pitch is foul back. And the count will go 1-1. As the pitch now again, and pitch misses in. Ball two, 2-1. Clift the wind the pitch again, and it's a little pop fly in the infield. The second baseman Flater is over. He'll make the play. And 3 up, 3 down. We move again to the bottom of the 6th inning as Lynchburg Clay bats, leading 6-0. We're back after this on C103.
Dadgummit.
Hey, honey, have you called Roberts Paving about coming out to fix these potholes in our road yet?
No, not yet. Why do you ask? Dadgummit.
Oh, no reason.
Roberts Paving Incorporated in Hillsboro, offering commercial and residential asphalt paving in Southwest Ohio. Roadways, parking lots, driveways, asphalt seal coating. Roberts Paving does it all. Call today at 937-442-5595. Roberts Paving says good luck to all of our SHAC teams this year.
Dadgummit.
Real estate is and always will be local business. Local agents know your local market. We know what local homes are selling for. We know the landscape. We live here. We work here. We know here. Max sells real estate.
Are you looking for the best tires in Ohio? Welcome to Chuck Waite Tire, located at 21 East Main Street in Morristown. They are Ohio's #1 place to buy new and used tires. Whether you're commuting or just cruising along, they've got the perfect fit for your ride. Visit them online at chuckwaitetire.com or stop by and see them. They are definitely worth the drive. Chuck Waite Tire, where quality meets service. A proud supporter of SHAC baseball action.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Come to the plate now, the Whiteoak Wildcats here in the top of the 7th inning, trailing 6-0. They're going to need to score some runs here, 6 runs, or our ball game will be over. As in high school baseball, I said top of the 6th, top of the 7th. The first pitch is in, called strike 1. As in high school baseball, we only play 7. And the second pitch is in for a strike, and already Wells ahead in the count, 0-2. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. As that'll now bring Christian Height to plate. His Cliff was a strikeout victim here for the first out of the inning. Christian Height is 0 for 1 with a walk. He walked and was stranded in the first. He swung at the third pitch for the first out in the 5th inning, and immediately he's behind the count, 0-1, and a swing and a miss, strike 2 now. On deck, Wyatt Ruark, the right fielder for the Whiteoak Wildcats. And that pitch is called strike 3, second out of the inning. And Whiteoak is down to their last out now, as Cole Wells is doing his best to see if he can't shut them out here for his 5th shutout of the Excuse me. His 5th shutout of the season. And a swing and a miss. I should say a foul back. And immediately he's ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Wyatt Ruark. Ruark 0 for 2 in the ballgame, has already been a strikeout victim. That was back in the 5th. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down, and that is the ball game as the Mustangs win the goal baseball as they go undefeated on the season. That is their 13th league win of the season as they win the gold baseball for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs in the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. As congratulations to them. It's quite an honor, quite an accomplishment. We'll be back. Up next, we'll be talking about our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show. We'll also be naming our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Don't forget, we also want to do a shout-out to Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking in just south of Leesburg, north of Hillsboro. Willie & Son Trucking for all your repair needs on that big equipment you've got out there. But up next, as we say, it's our post-game show. We'll be right back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Barber Auto Parts has stores located in Portsmouth, Chillicothe, Hillsboro, and a new location in Peebles, as well as paint specialty store in Ashland, Kentucky. Barber Auto Parts is a part of Napa Auto Parts Distribution Network and are your source for top quality parts backed by Napa's North America warranty. They offer full line of passenger car and light truck parts, heavy-duty truck parts, chemicals, lubricants, along with much, much more. Be sure to stop by your local Barber Auto Parts store near you.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin to wrap things up here at Whiteoak High School as the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. It was a home game for them here at Whiteoak because of the condition of the field at Lynchburg Clay after all the rain, and they get to celebrate a gold baseball as they end up their season undefeated in league play. They improve their record here to 17-2. And 13-0, and I'm sure Coach James Flowers is going to tell us their season is not over, as they are also the number one seed in the tournament. Whiteoak, nothing to sneeze at. They are now 9-6 and 6-4. We will see them again tomorrow night here at Whiteoak against Fairfield. It's really strange. It wasn't planned this way. We try to do all the teams, several games for each, and in doing so, though, we for some reason or other, all the Whiteoak games this year got rained out. And I don't know what that was about, so we're rescheduling those, and it just happens we have 3 games here at the end at Whiteoak. Let's take a look at the individual and team stats for the Whiteoak Wildcats as we await the arrival of Coach James Flowers here for the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. As Xander Rhodes was 2 for 3 in the ball game, had a single to left field, stole a base, and was stranded in the first. And then had a single to left field and was stranded in the 6th. Jonah Michael was 0 for 3, but he reached on an error there in the 6th inning, and was stranded. Jason Applegate was 0 for 3. Jacob Kiley was 0 for 3. Abe Flater was 0 for 3. Isaiah Clift was 1 for 3, had a single to center field, stole a base, and was stranded in the 2nd. Christian Height was 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked and was stranded in the 2nd. Wyatt Ruark was 0 for 3. And Jacob Gibson was 0 for 2 in the ball game. And we'll give you those pitching stats in a few moments. But joining me up next for our ACRMC will be Coach James Flowers with the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with that. But first this, here on C103.
Craving something new? Snappy is serving up 4 brand new specialty calzones. Try the Meat Deluxe, packed with sausage, pepperoni, and bacon, or the Deluxe, loaded with a delicious mix of meat and veggies. Garden lovers, don't miss the Veggie Calzone. And for the ultimate combo, dive into the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Order now on the app or visit snappytomato.com. Snappy, where cravings meet their match.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Maggulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Maggulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Maggulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Maggulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Maggulac commitment every single day.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Joining me here, a very elated Coach James Flowers with the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. Coach, you got a lot to be happy about. That gold baseball is pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah. My first league title, and it just happens to be a golden one, so I'm happy to have it.
How long? Do you have any idea how long it's been since Lynchburg won a gold baseball?
I honestly don't. I shame on me for not knowing. But I want to say it was around 2016, but I don't even think it was gold.
Well, I was going to say, and the people, obviously somebody wins a league title every year, but it needs to be mentioned that winning a gold baseball or a basketball or volleyball, going undefeated in this league for anybody is really a task that doesn't happen every year.
It is. The most impressive part of winning this league title is we've only given up one run defensively all year. Pitching has been outstanding. Defense has been lights out like it was tonight. Couldn't ask for much more.
Well, and you were playing in a situation tonight. Let's talk defense first. Defensively, that grass is deep out there now. Have you seen a ball die any quicker than that this year?
It's well manicured. I wish we could grow grass like this in Lynchburg. Not happy with everything here, but you take what you get. It was playable. Glad we could get this last league game over tonight, but it's thick. It slows the ball a lot.
Well, I was going to say it's a real quandary. I mentioned the first inning. If you're an outfielder, do you play deep or do you play shallow to try to because a single could easily be a double if you're playing deep the way it dies in the outfield. So it does create real issues in the outfield, doesn't it?
Yeah, we kind of take the approach. It is a short porch down each line here. 300 is kind of short for high school baseball. It's what you see anymore. So we kind of just play in to take the cheap shots, and if it's over our head, we take chances. Probably gone.
Right. And on that note, we talk about defense, but your pitching has been lights out all season long. Cole Wells tonight, but not just Cole Wells. It's been the entire staff, hasn't it?
I've got 3 seniors. They've been working their tails off. Hats off to them guys. Cole and Christian early on in their high school careers were multi-sport athletes. They both looked at each other and said, hey, this could be something special. So they both decided they were going to give everything else up but golf. They played golf for fun and sold out, and they worked their tails off for baseball, and it was for this moment.
Well, and offensively tonight, I've seen you a couple times where the bottom end of the order took care of it. Bottom end was all right, but tonight the middle kind of went away, didn't it?
Yeah. We got started hot for sure. We were putting the ball in play everywhere. We were getting contributors up and down the lineup, played a little small ball for a while, worked in our favor. Sometimes the baseball gods, it just starts and then it stops. There's no reason behind it. We didn't change our approach. We kept hitting the ball hard. It just kept finding a fielder.
Well, I'm going to talk about Cole Wells. What a night Cole had. You had several players, I should say, offensively. Need to mention, but Cole Wells, not only Cody Bell was 2 for 3 tonight, though. Had a stolen base, had a nice little bunt single in this heavy grass down front. A single to right field, stole a base and was stranded. But Cole was on fire again from the plate. Had a couple of singles. I've got him for a couple of RBIs. 2 for 3 on the night from the plate. But 14 strikeouts. I had him for 1 walk, 3 hits. They stranded 5 and 1 error behind you. That's a nice baseball for any pitcher, especially against a team like Whiteoak. Whiteoak is not an easy walk, is it?
No, they're well coached. They are every year. Most people probably thought this would be a down year for them. Don't underestimate them. They're coached well. They play ball the right way. Cole, very proud of him tonight. This is not his favorite place to pitch for some reason. I don't know why. I would assume it's because that pitching rubber's kind of sunk down a little bit, and you kind of got to get up and over. There's a mound in front of it. I would assume that's why he's not a fan of throwing here, but good news is he don't ever have to come back.
Well, the background here is a little different, too, because you've got the fence right up behind the catcher, and, of course, you got seating right behind the plate as well, and that's not true in most ballparks. It's true in yours with the seating behind the plate, but you've got more room back there.
Yeah, we're used to more room at the backstop. It usually is a bigger factor. It wasn't tonight. I think we got 1 run on a pass ball, perhaps. But their catcher kept the ball in front of them for the most part all night. So we just came out, did what we've done all year, swing the bats, put the ball in play, throw strikes, good things happen.
Let's talk about your tournament draw. You got to be awfully pleased. I talked about it early on. If folks are just now joining us or joined us late, you got a number 1 seed. You're moved up into, and folks, again, there's 7 divisions this year, not 4. And you are one of only 2 teams in the SHAC that's in Division 5. West Union, of course, was in it, but they canceled their baseball season this week and will not be playing in the league. So you're the only team in Division 5. You come away with a 1 seed in the biggest end of the SHAC, I guess. It's pretty good stuff, isn't it?
Pretty happy with where we ended up. Most people probably don't realize how things shook out with the new divisions. We're at the bottom end of Division 5. I think we're one of the smallest 5 schools in Division 5. So to come out of the Southeast District with some of those Division 5 schools, you've got Wheelersburg, Memphis, Valley, Portsmouth, the list goes on and on. For them to have that much respect for us, to give us the 1 seed says a lot, but we got to go out and take care of business.
Well, and we talk about, some parts of the state are good for some things and some are good for others. And the Southeast District is a baseball district, when you mentioned it. And like you said, a lot of respect, but also competition for you to come in with a 16-2. You played a pretty nice non-league schedule. And to get the respect in that 1. But it also bodes for the kind of run you're going to have to make. You're going to have to play baseball, aren't you?
We're going to play baseball. That starts Friday night, where we have a rough week ahead of us. We don't play again until May 27th, so we've got 12 days off from the last scheduled game that we had. So we were going to Uniota Friday night. They're the 1 seed in Division 4 in the Southeast District. Monday, we're going to Indian Hill. They're the 1 seed in Division 4 in the Southwest District. And then we're supposed to play Fort Recovery on Thursday next week. And anybody that's familiar with them, they were state runners-up in Division 4 last year.
Well, and again, remember, folks, I said Lynchburg plays Division 5. And that's the kind of things you need to do, though, to get prepped, especially at the plate, right?
Yep. We have to see some good pitching. We have to see some elite guys. I'm hoping we can find that here over the next week when we get these 3 extra games in. Who knows? Maybe we'll play a few more. I've got a few games left, thanks to Mother Nature.
There you go. James, congratulations on the Gold Baseball, and congratulations. Great baseball season. You're winding down here, and good luck on the next couple of weeks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate everything you do, and thanks for still coming with the last-minute change of venue today.
Our pleasure. James Flowers joins us here, the coach of the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs, as they are the Gold Ball winners and the league winners, Division 1 of the SHAC. We'll be back after this with our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game and more here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union offers convenient ways to get you well and keep you well. With our convenient online patient portal, online scheduling, no appointment necessary care, and extended hours, ACRMC Family Medicine in West Union provides primary care for all ages, advanced imaging, lab services, and physical therapy. Schedule your appointment today by calling 937-550-3657 or visit acrmc.com/clinics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy James Flowers leaves back down, and you can probably see it on Good Guys if you're watching. They're taking pictures down in front of us as the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs celebrating an undefeated league season. They end up, at least to this point, they're 17-2 regular season, 13-0 in league play. And what a nice game they had tonight. As I'll go over the pitching after I do hear the offense for the Lynchburg Clay Mustangs. Josiah Burns was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, had a single to center field and scored a run in that first inning, had a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the second. Braden West was 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI, had a double to center field for an RBI and scored a run, walked and scored a run in the second. Cole Wells, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, had a single to left field, but was forced in the first inning. Had a single to left field for 2 RBIs and stranded in the second. Christian Flowers was 0 for 3 but had an RBI as he reached on a fielder's choice on a ground ball to the third baseman and drove in a run on the same play. Quinn Wells was 0 for 3 in the ballgame. Tanner Roberts was 0 for 3. Trevor Niehaus was 1 for 3, had a single to right field and scored a run in the second. Elam Faust was 1 for 3, had a bunt single to the pitcher in the second inning and scored a run. Cody Bell was 2 for 3 with a stolen base, had a bunt single, scored a run in the second, had a single to right field, stole a base, and was stranded in the fourth. And once again, the final score 6-0. Pitching, Isaiah Clift, the losing pitcher. He pitched a complete game. He struck out 7, walked 1, gave up 8 hits. They stranded 3, and he gave up 6 earned runs. Now, for Cole Wells, the winning pitcher, Cole struck out 14, walked 1, had 3 hits, 1 error, and stranded 5 as he pitched his 5th shutout of the season. And it doesn't take much analyzation to figure out our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. Well, you know what? If you want to eat pizza, just strike out 14 players, 14 really good players on the Whiteoak Ball Club, and you'll end up getting some pizza. Our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. He was had a great night at the plate, as he's been known to do, as he was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, but he also struck out 14, walked 1, gave up only 3 hits. There was 1 error. They stranded 5. Cole Wells, our snappy tomato pizza player of the game. Now, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. We will be back here at Whiteoak as they host the Fairfield Lions here in, again, SHAC baseball. All these are makeup games. What a mess everybody has for schedule, but we're getting them done now, and we'll be back for that. Special thanks to Brandon Rigdon for being executive producer of our broadcast. And special thanks to all of you for listening. As again, tomorrow night, we hope the game will be on regular time. We'll be on the air with our Between the Baseline show at about 4:40. And join us then. I'm Don Bowles wishing you a pleasant good evening. Once again, final score, Lynchburg Clay 6, Whiteoak nothing. And our snappy tomato pizza player of the game, Mr. Cole Wells.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.